What's up, chat? I'm not sure what was happening with that startup. It was all skew-whiffy.
That's right. You become a security.
But just give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to check something here. Oh no. Just looked odd for me. Just I think it was where Zadriel's Hereford was sounding to look like cut it off, but it wasn't. It was just my eyes. Righty, so welcome to another Wednesday Curse of Strahd. Good to see you fellas in the chat. We got the usual suspects in there: Grim, Nutty, Magic, JJ. We got the Drax in there. Everybody's here. Good to see. Sunday went very, very well. You guys that were here for Sunday night's session 1 on our second homebrew campaign, it went exceptionally well, a lot better than I expected. So definitely looking forward to carrying on with that this coming Sunday as well. Tomorrow night, Pew Pew Thursdays, probably doing some PUBG, and then I don't stream Fridays and Saturdays. So if you want more D&D fix, go over and see Miss Yanti on Friday with the continuation of her story over there. Many things happening over there as well. But without any further ado, I believe we should get into tonight's recap and get this one underway, because it's a rather important one, so we really can't delay too much. So, last we left off, you had attempted to gather the last of the gems you needed to give you the required total for the resurrection spell that you had uncovered. We saw you loot the treasure room and then head for the dining room, basically to gather the gem encrusted bowl on the center of the table, which would more than likely put you over the top of your total. However, once the bowl was removed, things didn't go quite according to plan, and a number of spectres appeared. It was being of limited skills due to lack of rest. Karnos yells run and turns and hightails it down the hallway. The rest of you following suit, you all take off running, eventually finding a small room in which to hide. Closing several doors behind you, Karnos throws a vial of holy water at the last set of double doors to maybe slow down or stop the pursuit of a couple of ghosts that you happen to see follow you down the hallway. After believing that you had made your escape, Fibble takes the time to go through the gemstones that you'd discovered. After that time, you do realize that you have indeed enough to perform this particular spell. A little bit of discussion backwards and forwards. It was decided that Skathis would be your best bet to resurrect at this point, with the intent of escaping to discover more gemstones to bring back Emilia at a later date. Once you had set yourselves, the gems were laid beside Skathis's body. Zadriel prepared herself, read through the scroll to try and familiarize herself with some of these arcane words, many of which she didn't really know, but starts the ritual. Zadriel opens the spell scroll, starts to read, eventually reaches out into the ether, and after a little bit of back and forth, finds Skathis's tether and grabs onto it. Seems to fight, but she manages to hold on. Karnos and Fibble offer some assistance, trying to guide Skathis back. The gemstones, after a short time, after another plea from Zadriel at that point, start to glow and crackle and fracture, bathing the room in a brilliant radiant light. Eventually, as Zadriel's wings unfurl, returning to the natural golden and red glow that they have been previously, Skathis's chest starts to rise, and slowly he sits up, taking that first breath in. Albeit painful, he, over a short time, manages to remember bits and pieces of the previous day and what has happened. Much healing had been thrown around from many of you to try and bring Skaithus back to some semblance of fighting fit, knowing that you only have a short time before Strahd was supposedly to appear and exact his revenge for Adok not seeing his end of the bargain through. You start heading towards the crack that's in the small room where you'd fought the berserkers, believing that you might be able to find a way out there. Maybe Timothy's the key here. As you move past the stairwell leading out of the temple, Karnos notices the barrier that had been placed in front of the entrance hadn't quite been put back all the way, and there was a slight gap there. Enough of a gap maybe with a bit of oomph you might be able to move it. Again, utilizing the Shield Guardian with the aid of Zadriel and Karnos, you managed to move this barrier about 3 feet, giving you enough space to squeeze through. Even the Shield Guardian would probably just make it through this particular gap. However, as Karnos steps through into the snow, which is falling reasonably heavily, the wind whipping around the mountaintop, a figure stands in the path, surrounded by many others. The pale skin, the cloak, the armor. Lord Strahd is waiting. Drawing the sun sword in defiance of Strahd, Karnos prepares. With that, Skaithus emerges from the temple, standing at Karnos' side, along with Zadriel. Zadriel slowly produces the holy symbol of Ravenkind. Strahd's attention immediately snaps to you as you hold it aloft. And this is where we rejoin you now. As Zadriel is going to activate the scene here. Just going to move this up so you guys can see what's going on. And we are going to, I believe I have some snow here somewhere. 1 second. So, we'll hand over to Zadriel, who ended last week's session, but we'll start with you as well. As you walk to the top of the steps, you step out, you see Karnos, Skaithus standing. You look out and you see Strahd, you heard him. You see the vampire spawn that flank him. You raise the symbol, and what do you do with it?
I say, though I tread through the depths of darkness, my soul dims not, and I hold it alight, and I think of sunlight, pure and bright.
No problem. You expend the 5 charges to light the symbol of Ravenloft. Give me 1 second here. Need to do that. As the symbol starts to emit a bright, radiant light 30 feet out from you, another 30 feet of dim light, you can see instantly Strahd recoils and steps backward out of harm's way, because he was right on the very cusp of that bright light. He is not happy. He hisses loudly. As you can see, just even that brief moment in that bright sunlight from the amulet, you could see the skin start to blacken on his face as he instinctively takes 2 large steps backwards, his attention focusing solely on you. That light will move with you as well. We'll get everyone to roll initiative, please, as that is enough to initiate a combat. So, where is Fibble up here? Ooh, Fibble with an 18. Just do your shield guardian. Put them on the same initiative so that we can have you both together. So, with that, the top of the initiative here unfortunately doesn't quite go to you guys. You see this creature here start to move, and it moves around, not wanting to get any closer to the sunlight. However, that bright light emanating from the symbol that you are holding aloft, Zadriel, you can see it visibly, will not move closer to you in this point. It's sort of skirting around the outside of that bright light, but it is moving into a more of a flanking position. So, which hand are you holding it in? Are you holding it in a hand, or what do you exactly? How do you have this amulet? Just so I know for your combat purposes.
I will probably hold it. It's not like a necklace, is it? It's just a...
it does have like a leather loop on it, so you could probably wear it. I'd say it'd be enough to wear it.
So I'll, I don't know if it's a free action or action or whatever.
Yeah, no, it'd be a free action.
To put it around my neck.
Cool. So just so I'm aware of sort of how you've got it there, so it frees up your hands. So Fibblestib, you are next in line. Karnos, you'll be up after that, after a couple of creatures are off. But so Fibble, you get the initiative on right at the top here. You and your shield guardian. So from your position back down in the temple, you've heard what's going on. You've seen the brilliant light, which would now emanate down those stairs as well.
Alright, I'd move to there, look at Karnos and go, think quick, my friend, and cast a spell, which would be haste.
Oh, we can't see anything on screen. Sorry guys, I forgot to turn that on.
So Karnos is now got a +2 to AC and advantage on Dex saving throw, and gets an additional action each turn.
How long does that last?
Up to a minute. Concentration.
That's concentration. Awesome. Make note of that.
Yeah, I'll count out the rounds myself.
Yep, no problem. Well, it should last for roughly the whole battle. I mean, normally these battles don't run for that long, but just make note that you take damage. You have to make a con save.
Thank you, Mr. Stubb.
So what is Timmy? So you're still inside the temple, or did you squeeze through?
I squeezed through and went to the end of the stairs.
Okay.
So one level up, so I can kind of peer over and see.
No worries.
And I'd probably get Timmy to move up and kind of stand show to act as a shield for me.
No problem. So he stands just out to the right of Zadriel. You can see past him, Zadriel. You're fine. He token's a bit big on the map, but he definitely is standing just to your right, but enough. You could probably step in the way of things if need to be. Is that your turn, Fibble?
That is all I will do.
No problem. Next up, you guys see this creature move in a similar fashion, moving to a position outside of that bright light, but just waiting. Karnos, you're up. Adok the Grey on board after that.
Karnos, feeling this extreme haste on his position, knows he can do some more stuff. So for his bonus action, Karnos says, DM, it's time. And as he steps forward, he casts Bless. He has only low level slots, so he can only do 3. So Zadriel, himself, and Scaphus will have Bless.
No problem.
So that's a plus D4 on your attack rolls and saving throws. You two. And as that happens, he steps forward.
Yeah, so make note of that, guys. You have bless. So you step right into Strahd.
Right into Strahd. As far as I can move. I'm assuming I'm still feeling good after the...
You're still feeling pretty good.
So that's my 30 there. And with my action and the sun sword held aloft, I make my first attacks.
No
so
problem.
2 strikes with the sun sword for my action, and I get another 2 strikes because of haste, I believe, because it's
You get 2
extra
actions,
action.
you do, indeed.
Yes. So, strike attack 1. 13 to hit.
Misses.
But I get plus a D4 because of...
You do indeed.
So it's 17 to hit.
Still misses, unfortunately. Strahd is just a little too quick for you. He sees your movement almost like he sees it before you make the movement, and he just slightly moves to one side. You strike down, just missing his shoulder.
Oh, tricky. So I swipe again. 22 this time.
As you do so, you see him react, and you strike what seems to be an invisible barrier. Just sort of glances off something magical in front of him.
I see you. I'm going to swing low with my extra attacks that I have from the haste. They all 15 plus D4. Come on, baby. Another 4. So, 19 to hit.
Again, not quite enough. As you're striking, he's just moving, almost picturing Matrix-style movement. Every time you strike, he just seems to be not there. Just first strike, second, third, back and forth. This one's
going to hit.
Holy Jesus. Natural 20 on the last.
20 on the last strike.
That indeed does hit. You seem to anticipate now where he's moving to, and you manage to strike him with the sun sword.
So that is a D8 for the sun sword, a D8 because he is undead, and an 8 automatically plus the... 1, 2. So crit's 8, that's 8, that's 8. I believe that's 3 in total. So here we go, 3d8 plus 7.
Maximize your sword as well. So
8, sorry, yeah, I meant plus, yeah. So 8, 16, so it should be 20 total.
20 total.
I believe.
You strike.
Yes.
You finally find your target.
Action.
He doesn't seem to move fast enough in that last strike, and you strike a crossway, striking his chest and across his arm. You see the sword open up the clothing on his shoulder, and you see the skin break. But you watch in horror as that skin almost instantly reknits, and the wound closes over.
I give a shout out. Okay, guys, not going so good on Strahd. He's quite tough, and that's me.
I mean, you'd think he's taken some damage, but just the way that wound closed as quickly as it did, you're not sure how much.
That's fine.
So that is your turn. Adok, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna move 30 feet, and as I'm doing, I'm just muttering to myself, trying to psych myself up, going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. As I'm running up, I'm gonna, if you will allow me to, as part of my free action, would you let me throw a potion to someone?
No, that's more than a free action, buddy.
That's all right. That's I thought I'd ask. That's right.
Nice try, though.
Still gonna move up 30 feet.
No worries.
And as I do it, I'm gonna yell out to Skathus, and I'm just gonna say, Skathus, come to me when you can move. Stop standing still. And then as Adok's gonna do it, he's gonna pull out and search for his bag, and he is going to pull out a set of pipes. Interesting looking pipes.
Okay.
With skulls on them.
No worries. So you're not going to attack or anything? That's what you're going to do?
And then he's gonna play it. The Pipes of Haunting.
Pipes of Haunting.
Yeah.
So what do the Pipes of Haunting do?
So, Pipes of Haunting. Every creature that's hostile towards me needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC of 15.
What's the range?
30 feet of me that hears me.
So where are you at the moment?
I'm there. I don't think anyone's going to hear me.
I don't think anyone's
not
going to hear
realise it
you.
said
The edge of the
30
light.
feet.
Yeah, the edge of the
Fuck.
light is the 30 feet. So it looks like everything is outside of that range at this point.
Well, that was a good turn.
So,
Sweet.
Skathis, you have just had a healing pot given to you by the chat. Standard healing pot, which you will get now if you want it, if you need it. 10 points of healing straight away. Oh, he's on the phone. Just mark that down anyway.
I crashed in Foundry, so I don't know if I'm in the combat, but I was a 15.
Yeah, you're in the combat. You're in
Okay,
the
cool.
list
I didn't see it.
somewhere. Where are you? Should be here. Or maybe you're not.
Well, I crashed out, so I had to reload, so I think it popped me out.
It
So,
did. I will pop you back in. And you got what, 15?
yep, sorry for interrupting. That's 15.
No, should have interrupted before. Where are we? It's got to put you back in here.
It's all good. I think I'm still last anyway.
No, you would have been before Karnos. I believe. Hang on, 15. No, you would have been.
Because he was
Yes, you would have been
15. Yeah.
just after Karnos and Addox. So it kind of works out. You're right after Addox. So it'll be your turn.
All right. Zadriel will put our hands together and cast Aura of Vitality, which is a 30-foot radius that follows on me.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, I can give someone 2d6 healing.
How long does the aura last?
It lasts for a minute.
Is it concentration?
Probably, yes.
Just make sure you take note of that for when you take damage. Is that all Zadriel's going to do?
I think I am going to move out of the doorway and over this way a little bit. And that's me.
It's you. So you then move, and ooh, that puts 3 of the vampire spawn into sunlight.
And I'm going to give myself the 2d6.
No worries. Not a problem. You give yourself that. Next up, it is this creature here. It moves directly into you, Karnos. As you are just outside, sort of half in, half out of the sunlight, it can get close enough to you without putting itself into sunlight. It will make, I believe, 2 attacks at you. First is a natural 1. It misses. The second is a 9, which I believe will also miss. Strikes nothing
Yes.
but armor.
Shields up, shields up.
That is its turn. Next up we have this one, who will also, this one's actually not going to run into attack. This one's going to move its full movement and move around to there. This one is going to move to there. And now it is Skathis' turn. So you got a healing potion from the chat to Skathis, which you can use now if you wish, for free. It doesn't cost anything to use it, or you can save it.
I'll save it.
Zadriel, you got an inspiration as well from the chat.
Oh, who to attack?
So you have several targets at the moment. You have a target here, which has moved closer. You got one here. You've got Strahd, which is engaged with Karnos. 3 more out here by Zadriel as well.
So is Zadriel still has that sunlight up? Yes.
Yes, you can see on the Foundry there that she has a bright spot of sunlight around her.
All right. Cool. Then in that case, I'm going to move to.
Karnos with
Ezreal.
inspiration. You're going to put yourself in the safety of the light.
Oh hell yeah!
Or so you think or hope.
You were always that, yeah. So I'm assuming those three are in the light.
They
so
are at this point,
that'd be
yes.
Cool. So I need that. So I can do that. That's not going to work. Okay. What about that one? I can do that one. Awesome.
What are you doing, Trash? 6
targeting
seconds.
Targeting that one. Going to use the water whip.
Okay. What's the save?
Yeah. A dex save 13.
Dirty 20.
All right. So we take 20 points of bludgeoning.
It is not pulled towards you, I believe.
Nope. So it's only 10, not 20. That's half damage. Sorry.
So good. Not a problem. Too easily fixed. Done. We've got an advantage for Adok as well. Anything else, Skathis, as you summon up your key energy and the water just whips out and snakes out and snaps like a whip at the target, dealing the damage, but it doesn't seem to be able to find any purchase to bring it towards you. Anything else, Trash? Trashy. Did we just lose Trash Man? Did we lose me?
Tashi?
No.
Trash, wake up.
Tashi!
Did he mute himself?
I don't know. He might have
Trash.
accidentally deafened himself, yeah, instead of muted.
Command silence!
He's actually, yeah.
Trashy.
Type it in chat. He reads chat.
Yes. What?
Can you hear me?
What did I miss? Yes.
I've been talking to you
hear
for 5 minutes. Is that your turn?
You were. Yes.
Holy crap. Okay, that's Skathis' turn. That's that done.
Oh, I hit the wrong one.
You deafened us, son of a bitch. So this one back here now moves and moves around. Now this one here, as it starts its turn in the direct sunlight from the raven symbol. I need to double check something here, but it will take some damage almost straight away as you watch its skin blister and burn from the light. And with that, it shoots backwards out of the sunlight as it hisses and cries out, screeches in pain. Next up, I believe we are back to the top of the initiative. This one's the same. Scoots backwards quite a distance, also taking damage. Right, with that, Karnos, you watch as Strahd draws his sword. It's a long, thick blade. Still a long sword, but a much thicker blade than a regular long sword. The blade is dark, almost crimson in color. And he just grins at you. He is going to use a legendary action, and he is going to strike out at you, sir.
Struck away.
which will be 26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
You will take 11 points of slashing damage. You'll also take 10 points of necrotic damage as you watch as he strikes you and opens up a small wound, and the blood splashes against the blade. You watch the blood just sink into the blade and keeping it clean, almost like it absorbs your blood.
Nice hit.
And you watch that wound. You're looking at that wound again. You watch it completely close.
His wound.
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
That is. Oh, he gets to do that twice. Okay, so there'll be a second attack as well, which is also a 26 to hit. You'll take 7 points of slashing damage and 7 necrotic this time. And that is that. Fibblesip, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm actually reloading because I couldn't see half the enemy. But the one that Trashy attacked?
Yep, I saw you target that one.
Yeah, I would attack that one.
No worries.
With Shulit.
You'll probably find you can't see some of them because of line of sight on the edge of the building there.
No, it was I couldn't see Zadriel and I couldn't see Strahd. And
Oh, really?
one of the other ones that you pointed at, which I should have been able to see, I couldn't see. So I'm kind of sitting there going, okay.
Interesting. They might be outside your field of vision, which would be 60 feet. So just be that in mind as well. I don't know why Foundry does that, but
I don't know. But yeah,
shooting at that
19
one,
to hit to that
that
one.
definitely hits.
Okay, so it takes 7 points piercing.
7 piercing.
Plus, it needs to make a dex save.
This is from Charlotte, yes?
Yes, correct. I'm actually using Charlotte's ammunition.
Cool. Dex save, no problem. Natural 19.
Okay, so it is 8 plus my dex. So it passed that. That's okay then.
So that is your turn, Fibble.
No.
Fibble loads up Charlotte, aims and fires, finds your target. The report is loud in the snow on top of this mountain. Strikes, you see the bullet hit. Doesn't seem to phase the creature too much. What is Timothy doing? Is he remaining where he is? Or...
Yeah, he's just remaining where he is.
So next up is this guy who also retreats away from the sunlight, also taking some radiant damage in the process. It's at this point, Karnos, it is now your turn.
Karnos, taking the
Haddock on
damage
board.
from the dirty sword that Strahd is using, realizes it's a good time to use his bonus action of short rest. He gains a bit of resurge of life himself. A D10
Nice.
plus 8. As he sort of takes a deep breath in and sort of says, DM, and it,
11.
please help me. It's 11 total. Heal.
Oh, Nutty gives
and then-
inspiration to Strahd.
Oh,
Interesting.
no. Oh, I hate that. And then Karnas will crick his neck, and he will look to the vampire to the side of him, not Strahd, but the one that decided to get into the way.
Okay. I mean, I have
Oh.
saved all of the advantages, DM advantages and inspirations for the entirety of this game for this moment, just so you know.
He looks at the other vampire and says, oh, I thought it was going to be a one-on-one duel. Never mind. And he takes a swing, and he swings low at this vampire next to him. He's going to
No
go for
problem.
if he hits, he's going to go for a trip attack. 16 plus a D4,
That'll definitely hit.
just making sure. So it needs to make a strength save.
Natural 20 for 23.
Okay, so it doesn't fall over, but it does take a lot of damage. I'll try when I get back to it. So it'll be a D8 plus... Oh, I'm just going to roll it naturally because it doesn't do all the fucking damage.
Yeah.
So it's a D8 but an extra D8 because of radiant, and +7. So let's see what that is. Swinging low, 10 +7, 17 radiant damage this beast takes as I swing low, cutting it across its hip thigh area.
And you open up a large wound, which should bleed, but this, whatever this is not blood anymore. It's thick and it's dark. Definitely giving that, I mean, it's definitely undead, but this just solidifies the undeath that is of these creatures, as they do not bleed a liquid form style blood anymore.
And keeping my shield overhead, I whirl around and spot and go for its knees, doing the same strike again, hopefully, for a little higher. 27 to hit
That
this time.
definitely hits.
Needs to make the same strength save,
Same strength save, not a problem.
which I believe it needs. I'll really double check that. 17 it needs.
18.
18. So it still stays on its feet, but it takes the same amount. Let's see what damage again. What is it? D8. 8 +7. 18 radiant damage as I strike the second time.
18 radiant damage, no problem.
And because of haste.
It's a large wound, very large wound indeed.
And because of haste, I believe I get another action,
you
which gives
do
me 2 more
indeed.
strikes. Do I love haste? I'm going to swing. I'm just going to keep trying to put this thing down. I'm going to take
Okay.
its damn ankles this time.
Swing away, sir. As
28
you
to
are
hit.
furiously
Strength-
hacking away at this creature.
Strength
hits.
17 save.
These things are pretty strong. 22.
22. That's okay. It's okay. Oops, I made a mistake there. Still takes all radiant damage, so it doesn't matter.
It's starting to
Come on,
look
baby.
a little bloody. Well, if it had blood, it would be bloody.
Another 18 radiant.
Another 18. Definitely looking
And
rough.
again, going for its hips again.
Another
this time.
advantage from the chat
Up,
for
down.
Carnos. 25
you.
hits.
25 hits. I haven't been missing. That's a good thing.
No, you've been hitting every shot so far.
And it needs to make its strength save again.
Another strength save. I'm going to make this strength saving throw at disadvantage because of its low health. 12 fails this time.
All right. So it takes 3d8 damage plus this as well as going prone. If it survives. 18,
survives.
25 radiant damage, and
Which
it goes
it
prone.
does not. As you strike through that final blow, the speed of your attacks, blistering for anyone else to watch. And that final blow, hacking through just above the ankle, taking the creature's feet out from underneath it as it drops to the ground, unmoving.
Awesome. And Carlos will yell out, Zadriel, a little bit of sunlight forward would be lovely, thank you. And he leaves it at that. That's it for Carlos, thanks.
That's it for Carnos.
Thank you for my advantage, Era.
Before we get to Adok, Strahd has another legendary action he wishes to use. And over in this direction here, I'd say all you would probably hear at the rattling of what sounds like armor and hitting stone, as a large suit of armor, darkened steel, rises from the ground and starts moving forward. And as it gets to the edge of the light, you can now see that it is definitely no one in it. The armor seems to be moving on its own, and it also brandishes a rather large looking sword as well. Two-handed by the looks. Adok, it is now your turn.
Adok is going to, well, I'm going to move 20 feet, unfortunately, here. And then as I'm running 20 feet, I'm going to use an action to activate my Eldritch Cannon, but this time, as it's forming, a tiny little cannon is going to form and sprout a couple of legs, and it's going to be encrusted in a bunch of different vines encircling around this cannon. The cannon is in the shape of a shield, and I'm actually creating the Eldritch Protector cannon.
Okay, so you put that where you want to put it. You have control. It is on the map.
So I get to put it within 5 feet, and then as part of my bonus action as well, I can A, activate it, and B, make it walk 15 feet.
Cool.
So I will do that very much. I will make it
So you're going to
walk.
activate it. So what does the protector cannon do?
So it gives every creature within 10 feet of the cannon 1d8 temporary hit points plus my intelligence modifier.
Cool. So that would be Karnos and yourself at this point, I would say, looking at that.
So roll. Oh, 8 plus. Hey, what a good roll.
Nice.
Plus, what's my 12? 12 temp hit points to Karnos and myself.
No problem. Duly noted. Karnos, add your
that
10
is
hit
it.
points.
Thank you,
As-
Adok.
Well, and Timmy.
My legs are just shaking
Actually, no, Timmy's just
in the
outside.
snow. And that is it.
That is it for you. Next up in the initiative order is this guy. He sees you. He doesn't really see you. He turns in your general direction, Adok, and moves in between you and your cannon. And he will make
This is going to hurt.
his attacks on you, which I believe is 2 greatsword attacks. First one will miss with an 8. Second will miss with a 9. Might be a little small for it as he raises the greatsword above its head, brings it down, and you just dodge to one side and it hits the ground and sends up dirt and snow in all directions. Brings it up and slashes back the other way. You manage to duck under it. Seem to be a little quick for it. But that is its turn. Zadriel, it is now your turn.
Zadriel will move to here, and she will use her Oath of Vengeance to cast. Well, it's not cast. It's Abjure
miscast it?
Enemy.
Oh, he's down there.
60 feet. All the bad guys within 60 feet need to make a Wisdom save. Fiends and undead have disadvantage on this.
So what's this ability, sorry?
Wisdom saving throw. It's Abjure Enemy. 60 feet. Choose.
Okay.
I get to choose one. Oh, I choose one creature.
Okay, so who are you choosing?
I feel like Strahd can beat this, but I will choose this one.
You're going to choose that one. Wisdom save.
Actually, can I change it?
You can?
I'm gonna do it Strahd because Adriel will pick Strahd because Oath of Vengeance. So yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep. Disadvantage.
Da-da. He's going to use a legendary save, and he's going to automatically save it.
All right. So, on a success, his speed is halved for 1 minute, or until he takes damage. And I'm going to use my bonus action with my aura to give Karnos another 2d6
Okay.
healing.
So Strahd is not affected by it. He used a legendary save to automatically save on that.
All right.
So healing
Karnos
to
gets 12.
Karnos. Healing damage to Karnos, 12 points.
Thank you, Zadriel.
Is that your turn, Zadriel?
It says on a success, so he did save, yeah. So he still gets his speed halved, or no? It says on
So,
a success, he gets his speed halved.
If you succeed it, you take a consequence. It doesn't seem to make sense. What's
Well,
it on a fail?
If he fails, they're frightened and their speed goes to 0 for a minute.
Okay, so it's hard.
So
Okay,
on a
so cool.
success,
Okay,
his
speed's
speed's
half.
halved.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Cool.
All right, that's it for me.
Noted. That's it for you. Next up is... Actually, Strahd's going to go next with his last legendary action for this round. Because... Where is Strahd in this? I don't even think I have Strahd in the bloody initiative order. Why is he not there? Why can I not see him?
he decided it was good to forfeit his turn.
Yeah, he's too frightened. He's decided to.
Yeah, no,
Just
we
let
already
us
killed
go.
him. That's why.
Yeah.
I'll put him back in there and re-roll his initiative because that was weird.
We're all
So you're
friends
lucky.
now.
You've gotten like he's just using his legendary action at this point. So, but he's going to use another one to do a particular thing which he's able to do, which is called when I find it. Legendary actions. Let's see what his distance here, 'cause the speed is halved. But he also has that ability to instantly move without provoking an opportunity attack. It's almost like you see he vanishes and reappears. He moved extremely quickly.
Yes.
Out of the impending sunlight, he does take damage from the sunlight. But he doesn't want to be anywhere near it at this point, and moves just out of its range. You hear him utter something in a language you're not entirely sure of, but it is now this guy's turn. Moves into you, ad hoc. 2 claw attacks at you. 12, I believe, misses. Does 14 hit, ad hoc?
14 does not. AC of 15, baby.
No worries. So 2 misses there. Next up is this one who's in the light. But it seems whatever order has been given moves into you, Karnos. 2 attacks on you. 24 to hit.
That hits.
And a 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
Also hits.
So the first was a claw attack raking across your chest with 9 slashing damage. Seems to breach your armor. The second you'll take, which is a bite attack, as it bites into the nape of the neck just above where the shoulder armor and your neck sits. 7 points of piercing damage with 11 points of necrotic damage. I need you to make a con save, please. Not enough.
No, Karnos is going to use his inspiration on top of that.
Okay,
adding
get an
a D10,
inspiration.
and I can add a D4 to
You've
saves
got
as well.
you got bless as well.
Actually, Karnos will have to roll for the bless too.
You're good. The 5 put you over top. So.
That's right. I mean, I have to roll Constitution
Yeah.
because it's bless is concentration.
Oh, it is too. So it'll be a DC 10.
I got a 12, so
Yep,
that's
you're
okay.
good. So you make the save. So you feel something in that wound. It's not natural, and even with necrotic damage, it just something felt deeper. But you managed to stave off whatever it is. This
yes,
creature.
and with haste, my actual AC is 21 anyway. So thank you, Sadiq. I forgot about that.
I would have missed. So you're good.
So yes.
All good. So we will minus the 11 necrotic and the 7 piercing.
Yes, that saves a bit of life.
Yeah, the first one would have hit.
Yep.
And with that, Skathis, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm moving. No, not that one. That one, moving to there.
You chicken shit.
Now I've got an idea. It may work, it may not. It all depends on what happens.
Okay, let's do it.
So I'm using Water Whip again
Yes. On
on him.
Strahd.
As I said, it may work, it may not.
What's deck save?
Yeah, 13.
21 to save.
All right. Well, what else I was going to do was I was going to max out my Water Whip.
If you're gonna dump points into it, you really got to tell me before you use them.
Well, I hadn't gotten that far yet. All right, we'll just do it as standard
Yeah.
then.
For things like that, you really got to let me know what level you're going to cast that particular thing at before you do
It's
it.
not a level.
But you're dumping key points into it
Yeah.
to boost the damage.
Half of 19.
Oh, now you got mass. 19, it'd be 8, 9, 9. So what's the bludgeoning damage?
9 bludgeoning.
He takes it, looks at you and sort of grins, as if to say, okay, is that all you got? Is that your turn?
Yes.
Next up, it is Strahd's turn. He looks around, fixes his gaze on you, Zadriel, as you have the holy symbol. He is going to... What is the save on that? He holds out a hand and points it towards you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please. Whew.
28.
Damn.
Is that like your +5?
That is with the +5, yeah.
I think it adds it.
Yeah, it
doesn't
automatically.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond automatically adds it, so that's why she's a +14 on her save. So, as Strahd reaches out towards you, you feel something. It's within you. It's not in your mind, it's just within you. And then you manage to stare back at him, glare at him, and almost like not today. And whatever he was trying to do does not seem to work. So I will cast that, so use my spell slot. You beat that DC by frickin' heaps, just so you know. As a bonus action, he naturally gets that. No, he's not going to do issues. He's going to move a fair distance away at this point. Next up is this guy. Puts themselves there. This one moves into you, Zadriel, taking the 20 points of radiant damage as it moves in the sunlight, under no care of its own life at this point by the seams of it. We're going to get one claw attack, the 24 to hit.
That is.
10 points of slashing damage as it finds a break in your armor, and a bite attack with 22 to hit.
That is.
7 points of piercing damage and 7 points of necrotic damage, and a con save, please.
That will be a 25.
You are good. You'll also need to make another con save for the damage you've just taken, which was a total of 20 something, so half of that. No, you're good. So your aura still remains. That is... We are now back to the top of the initiative order, with this creature here now moving to there. Billsit, you're up. You and Timmy.
Alright, so the one I've marked
Yep.
is going to get a firebolt at it.
Firebolt up its butt.
So that's going to miss.
It will. Natural 1.
And then Timmy's going to move across and say hello.
Timmy going to attack.
Yep, he's going to attack that one.
No worries.
They've gotten close enough.
Bludgeoning damage. 18 will hit. 9 bludgeoning damage.
And another one.
Rain of metallic fists. That'll hit also. 12 bludgeoning.
And that is that.
Timmy scoots across. Doesn't say anything but raises both fists and just rains hammer fist after hammer fist down on this creature. And you hear the cracking of its bones under the heavy weight. As this is a new round, legendary action from Strahd. He will... what will he do? Karnos, I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom, eh?
You'll get a +5 from Zadriel.
And a +4 from Bliss.
And a +4 from Bless. You also have an advantage, I believe.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use it because god damn, that's horrible.
So that is horrible. So that's only 11. Not even close to what you need.
Using that advantage, I'll take a new roll of a d20.
So whatever you roll
Wisdom,
here will
wasn't
be
it?
a +6. +8, sorry.
It's not much better.
So it'll be a +8 on the 6, which is not good enough.
No, not good enough. Just 12.
You feel Strahd enter your mind,
Ooh, Strahd.
and you don't understand why everyone's attacking him all of a sudden. You now view Strahd as an ally, not just someone who's not a bad guy. This is not your typical charm. This is his particular charm.
Yep.
So you now view him as an ally and will follow his instruction. And his first instruction to you is to protect me at all cost.
Protect Strahd at all costs. Okay.
So that is his legendary action. It is now your turn, Karnos. So as instructed by your new ally, you will protect him at all costs.
That's exactly what I do. Knowing that I have haste, I use my disengage action to move out of this creature's... God damn, it's slow tonight. Out of this creature's range. 5, 10, 25, 30. And then, because I have haste as well, I am going to move up all the way with my second action to Strahd. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to block any attackers that come his way.
No problem.
And then I'm going to call out, "Leave Strahd alone, I am his protector."
So you do get to make the save at the end of your turn as well.
Alright.
So you do get another wisdom
This will be
save.
funny if I save.
It will be.
Oh, Jesus. No.
No, you do not. And you do not gain the benefit. You still got Bless, so you can add that.
Oh, I don't know if there'll be enough.
Actually,
Let's have a look.
yeah, you will, because it's your ability. So,
Yeah, it's my ability. Yeah, only...
yeah, not enough. You're still affected by this.
I stand fast with the sun sword raised, ready for the oncoming attacks.
No problem.
The vampire didn't attack me as I moved past?
No, it did not.
Cool. That is me.
It is you, Adok. It is now your turn. You've seen Karnos cross the battlefield, standing in front of Strahd, and you've heard him call out.
Okay.
Karnos, you get an
Adok sees
inspiration. Two
Karnos doing that.
inspirations.
He's highly confused why Karnos is doing that, but regardless, I'm gonna scramble and use nimble escape as a bonus action to disengage, go through this corner here, and go exactly here, 25 feet.
No problem.
And then as my action, I'm going to be very confused seeing Karnos walking off, but then whip out my pipes of haunting again, kind of smack it on the ground, and then blow into it as hard as I can.
No worries. Zadriel, healing potion. 2d4 plus 2. You can use it now or you can save it.
So every creature within 30 feet that are hostile needs to make a wisdom saving throw. So it's that one, that one, that one, and that one.
Wisdom save. I'll make a... We've got a save here. Saving throw. That one failed. Second one succeeded with an 18, I believe, succeeds.
Yep.
Which other one? This one up here by Timmy?
Yep. So it's all 4 of them there.
Where's the fourth one?
Right. It's right next to Zadriel.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. So we've got two fails, one save. 3 fails, one save. So what happens on a fail?
Okay, so they become frightened of me for a minute. I said if I wish, creatures that aren't hostile towards me can succeed on the saving throw, which of course I'm going to let them succeed. So a creature that succeeds on a saving throw, sorry, hang on, wait. A creature that fails a saving throw can repeat it on the end of each of its turn. But yeah, they're just frightened of me for a minute.
Okay, duly noted. Is that your turn, Adok?
That is my turn.
Next up is the armor's turn. It's going to follow you, Adok. It's going to move itself into combat range. And it's going to repeat its 2 attacks. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
12 slashing damage. And as the greatsword strikes your flesh, it arcs with a lightning energy, which also does 5 lightning damage as well.
Damn, so I got 12 temp hit points, so I just take 5 lightning?
Just take 5 lightning, yep. So your 12 hit points are gone. Second attack, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Further 10 slashing and another 2 lightning. That is its turn. Zadriel, it is your turn.
Wait, sorry, what was the second? How much damage for the second
10 slashing, 2 lightning.
Okay.
Zadriel, this vampire is in my way to get to Strahd, so I am going to attack it with my hammer.
No problem. The one standing behind you?
That one? The one next to me. Yep, that one.
Attack away.
Ooh, 19 to hit.
That hits.
I'm going to hit it for 16 damage, bludgeoning.
16 bludgeoning as you hear bones crack under the heavy blow as the warhammer swings.
The next one's a 12, so I'm going to add one of my d10.
No problem.
To the roll, which adds an 8 to it, making
That
it
definitely
a 20.
hits. The second warhammer swing as it swings high.
I slam down for 14.
14 bludgeoning. More bones cracking. It is not looking healthy, but it's still standing.
I'm using my bonus action because I saw Adok get hit for my 2d6 to Adok.
No worries. So 12, 2d6 healing damage.
You will get 7.
7 points of healing damage to you, Adok.
And I will stay
Is
here.
that,
And Adox has a healing pot.
Adok, you got a healing pot in the trash as well, so you can use it now, or you can save it. So 2d4 plus 2, standard healing potion. Next up is this guy over here. Not worried about the automaton. Go straight for you, Fibble. So Timmy will get an attack of opportunity as it moves away. Which will hit. So it takes 10 points of the bludgeoning damage. I got to remember something here. Okay, that's cool. It now attacks you. 1 claw attack. 15 to hit.
Miss.
And a bite attack with an 11. So if 15 misses, so does that.
Yep.
Staggered from the bludgeoning blow from the Chill Guardian, it cannot find its target. Next up is this one. It'll take some damage, but it's still in the sunlight. It is going to attack you, Skathis. 1 claw. 14 to hit.
Sorry, DM.
Yes.
Is that the one that succeeded or failed on the fear?
As far as you know, it failed.
Because it had disadvantage on ability checks and
I said,
attack rolls.
as far
if
as
it's
you
one
know,
aside.
it failed.
Okay, cool.
Just so you
That's
know.
missed, by the way.
And a bite
Okay.
attack. That will miss 2 with 11. Yeah, it appears that they are not affected by whatever it is you did.
Fuck.
So that's its turn. Skathis, now your turn.
Well, I'm going to attack that one, seeing Strahd's chicken shit and pissed all the way off over there.
Oh, really? Chicken shit, is he?
Well, look at him. Well, he wasn't. Now he's. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to use the spear.
Yep.
And I get back to it. There we go. Yeah, so spear.
Corpse
And
Slayer
I'm
spear
going
with
to
a
use
natural
advantage.
1.
I'm going to
Nat-
use
A
advantage.
natural 1 is a natural 1, dude. On a weapon attack, that is a fail. You get 2
Right,
attacks,
no
though?
reroll.
You have a D10.
You got a D10. I'll let you roll the advantage, but a D10 would be pointless on that. But
Yeah,
roll your
so what-
advantage. Have you
So
got?
advantage is
Have you got an
D10, yeah?
advantage? No, advantage is a reroll. Inspiration is a D10. What have you got?
Okay. Reroll.
Okay, so roll your advantage. Shouldn't let you roll them on natural
Yeah.
ones. So 9, that still misses.
That was just a straight roll, by the way, not a.
You should just roll
it's-
roll
it's-
to hit again. What was
Yeah,
your plus to hit?
Hang on.
What's your plus to hit? What's your modifier?
+8.
That would hit.
Okay. 10. Piercing.
And that's
Plus-
that's the
plus-
corpse slayer, so it does the extra damage.
Yes. Yep. When I find what I'm looking for. Where is it? Where is it? Plus another D8. Okay.
Now, I know you've
2.
been away for a couple of weeks, Trash, but you need to read your sheet before you start, bro. 2 extra damage. That's radiant, yeah? Or was it just to the, that's just to the undead, isn't it? Extra damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just extra damage to undead.
No worries.
And the creature has disadvantage on saving throws against effects that turn undead.
It does indeed. Is that your turn, Skathis?
Yes.
Do you get a second attack?
Wow, I do too. All right.
Pretty
we're
sure
going
you
again.
get. I'm pretty sure you get 2 attacks in the attack action.
15.
Read your sheet, players. Read your sheet. 15 hits.
All right. That's 6 damage plus 1.
So 7 damage. Low rolls from Trash. Double strike with the corpse slayer spear. We just lost Trash Man. I think he just dropped out. Oh no, we're back. No,
He's there.
he's not in the. Hang on, I gotta bring him back up on the overlay. For some reason. Oh, he's back.
That's it. Demons had enough of me.
What'd you do, Trash?
I did nothing.
Alright, so that is your turn. It's now Strahd's turn. He's got Karnos protecting him. He now looks around the field here. He is going to cast Zadriel. Need you actually no, not Zadriel. Where is everybody? Adok, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. You are the closest combatant.
I would like to use one of the lucky advantages to reroll that, please.
You
That's
certainly
all right.
can.
Awesome. Oh, God.
Doesn't help you, unfortunately. You take 36 points of necrotic damage
Oh, my God.
as underneath your feet, the ground turns necrotic dark green in color and starts bubbling and blistering under your feet. As almost like little dark hands just reach up and grab onto your legs and just transfer the energy into your body. The black veins find their way up as they course through your body. That is his turn. As a bonus action, he's going to cast that on himself. You won't know what that is just yet, but next up is this guy who moves back into a more of a protection role. This guy here burns up in the radiant sunlight next to you, Zadriel. This one moves across to where you are, Fibble. Can see you but can't get to you. It is now your turn, Fibblestead.
Attacking the one in front of me with the dagger.
No problem.
18 to hit.
That hits.
It takes 7 points radiant damage. And then
No problem.
Jimmy's
Opens up a
gonna move up
nasty wound.
right behind it and say hello again.
No problem. Double attack from Timmy. Natural 1.
That's going to be a miss. 15 to hit.
That one will hit.
And I'm also going to say to Kanos, wake up or you're going to lose it, you numbskull.
And 12 points of bludgeoning. It's not looking good, that one. Do you guys want to stop for a short break or you want to carry on? Speak up.
I could do with another coffee.
Okay, well, we will
Yeah,
hold it
quick
there
water
roughly
break.
at the top of the initiative round. So we're going to stop there, guys. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back to this in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. This battle is definitely going to keep going for a little bit yet. This probably will go to the end of the session, I would imagine. So cheers, guys. Vampire Logan with a raid. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Good to see you again. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alright, chat. We're back. Right, so we were back at Fibble's turn, I believe it was. No, we just finished your turn.
Yeah, I just finished.
That's right, we
my
did.
turn.
You attacked with a dagger, we did. So it was the Vampire Spawn. This Vampire Spawn's turn out here. Can't really do a whole lot of anything right now. It's going to remain there at this point. Karnos, it is now your turn. Strahd has not given you any further instruction at this point. So your first instruction remains just to protect him at all costs.
Right, so Karnos takes a deep breath. He drops Bless and casts Shield of Faith and is on himself, adding another 2 armor class to himself.
No worries.
Which I will do quickly now before I forget, because I forgot what the other thing.
So you have a +2 to AC.
Okay. And then Karnos will go, who should I attack, my master?
He will give you a command on his next turn. So at this point,
Okay, so I'm going to hold my action until I get command from him.
yeah. Actually, no, he can do it at the end of your turn anyway. So, so at the end of your turn, we'll get you to make a Wisdom save first.
All
I
right,
believe
I'm
it
gonna do
is.
this wisdom save or using an inspiration as well.
So D10 on top of your Wisdom save, sir. Ooh, it's looking good.
Only if I get a good one on the team.
If you get a good one on 10, you could be close. Unfortunately not.
Flash of genius? No? Yeah.
So, in answer to your question, Karnos, as you ask, who should you attack? You hear in your mind, the traitorous little goblin will do.
Goblin is on my way, and since he's given me the instruction, I will move and attack. Now, because I can only hold an action, and I have 2 hasted actions, I'm going to use 1 action to move.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Once everything works.
Are we working or not?
Yeah, no, it's alright. It helps if I click the right screen, because my mouse is out of the other screen.
Ah, there
Alright,
we go.
10,
That'll work.
50, 25, 30. Pachoom. That's the goblin there, I believe.
That is the goblin.
And that's my second
Traitorous
action.
little goblin.
I look to the goblin, I say, Strahd, it says you are a traitor. I shall strike you down. And I make a strike with the sun. As I move, I switch to Victor the Battle Axe.
No worries.
Because I know the sun sword is more suited to
Adok, the first thing you notice about Karnos as he approaches you, his eyes are glazed, almost pure white. You know he's under control of some sort.
23 to hit.
That will
Yeah,
definitely
that's
hit.
all.
Ooh,
You're lucky I rolled a 1. 7 damage.
7 damage. You also get a healing pot from the chat. 2d4 plus 2, which you can use right now.
I will use that right now.
And 23 to hit.
Second one
As
hits
I
also.
swing right into his shoulder. 10 damage.
Further 10 damage. So
Holy
do your
crap.
heal first and then resolve that second lot of damage.
So was it 2d4
2d4 plus 2.
plus 2? Can I use the other one as well?
Did
At
you
the
have
same
one
time or
previously?
no? Yes.
Yeah, you can't use them both together. You'll have to use the next one as, as
too
your
easy.
bonus action on your turn.
Plus 2, 6 points of healing. Okay.
No
better than nothing,
worries.
thank you.
So,
I'm survived by a slither.
so you're still up?
Yeah,
And that's
just-
Karnos' 2 attacks.
That's Karnos' turn. Adok, it is now your turn. So you can now use that other healing potion if you wish.
As that, but it's my action, yeah?
Bonus action for your healing potion. We'll keep that going. We started with it, so
Great, okay, cool. Fantastic. As a bonus action, this little thingamajig is going to walk up 1, and then it's going to activate again. So it's 1d8.
what's the range on it? 15 feet?
Yes. So
Cool.
7 plus 4, I believe it's 12, I think. 11, sorry, maths. 11 temp hit points.
Cool.
And that would be to Skathis, Zadriel, and myself.
Awesome. Mark those down, guys.
And then, as I've got multiple wounds coming out from Karnos's attacks, I'm going to look at him and I'm just going to say, I'm probably going to die by your ends, just like you should have done the first time. But that's okay, because this is going to hurt. And I'm going to pull out 2 shells with runic symbols that are carved in them, and as they're going to spark with electricity as I slam them both together, and I'm going to cast Shatter at a 3rd level.
No worries. What is the range and direction of Shatter?
So it's a 10 foot. Oh shit! It's a 60 foot. It says range 60 feet, 10 foot sphere. So I'm just centered on myself.
It's a 10-foot sphere. Okay, so 10 foot around from
myself.
you.
Yeah.
So you'll
it's a con save.
just miss Skathis and Zadriel, but you will get the vampire spawn and the armor and Karnos.
And Carlos.
Is the armor?
The armor's right next to you.
Is the armor perchance not made of organic material?
It is made of metal, as far as you can tell.
Okay. If as far as I can tell, if it isn't made of organic material, it has disadvantage on the save.
Okay. So what's the save?
Con save 16.
Con save 16.
And I will use Fury of the Small as well to add extra damage.
So Karnos, I believe, fails. Vampire Spawn rolled a natural 20. So disadvantage for the armor. Fails with a 13.
Great. It takes, so the people that fail take 18. I believe the ones that pass take half as much.
9.
And I'm going to use Fury of the Small as well.
To add damage to it?
Extra damage to a creature with a size larger than yours. I'm guessing it's just one, not everyone.
So it'd be one of your choice, yeah.
I'm definitely not going to choose Karnos. I'm going to choose the Automaton.
Okay. And what's the extra damage?
It's 10. On top of 18, so 28 in total.
Yes.
If I suffer damage, do I have to make another roll for your wisdom to break out, or is it
no,
different?
it does not affect you in that way.
Just checking.
As far as unless you take damage from an ally, like if one of Strahd's creatures attacked you, then yes. But these are considered your hostiles, so
No problem.
at the moment. So unfortunately not. So that's your turn, Adok.
Yeah, because I can't use other healing because I've done everything else, so that's me.
So it is now the armor's turn. Under Strahd's instruction, it again swings its great axe tall. 18 to hit, Adok.
Yeah, that hits.
11 points of slashing damage and 6 points of lightning damage. Are you still conscious?
Yep, it got rid of my temp HP and then did a bit of damage.
Second attack, 24 to hit. 10 points of slashing damage and 4 lightning damage.
I am an unconscious little goblin.
Mark yourself as unconscious, please. You watch Skathis, Zadriel, probably even Fibble from where you're standing, as this rattling suit of darkened armor it slams its great axe down onto Adok, and you watch him drop to the ground. Zadriel, it is your turn.
Before that happens, Mina just gave stabilize a dying player.
No worries. So you do not have to make
Adok.
death saves, Adok. You have been saved by the chat.
I'm still at 0 though, yeah?
You're still at 0, but you are stable. You
Okay,
don't have
cool.
to make death saves.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Well done, chat. Good way to say a good reason to save your channel points right there. Right, Zadriel, it is your turn.
Okay. Zadriel's gonna go this way, and then go around the back to this guy, and yell at Strahd, I'm not gonna run after you, little rabbit, but I am going to take out your friends. And I am going to hold out my symbol of Ravenkind on my neck and do the hold vampires action. Vampires and vampires spawn within 30 feet. Have to make a wisdom save.
How many charges does that expend?
1.
1. So you got 4 charges left, I believe.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
Only has 10 max, and you've used 5 on the sunlight.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I don't know why it said 6 then, but yeah. I'll make an extra one.
Yeah.
If you want.
I might, because it can't recharge past the 10. Like it recharges every day, but at a max of 10. I believe that's what it says on it. I'll have to double check, but we're all good. 1 charge for that. So every vampire within 30 feet from you.
Yes. Wisdom save.
So that's only 1 that I can see. The one between you and Skathis.
And the one by Feeble, and the one a little bit
Oh, it
closer
is.
to me from
Okay.
Feeble.
That's right. There's one under Timothy too. I didn't see that one.
Yep.
So there's 3 of
So
them.
3.
Need to make a wisdom save. They're not very wise, so chances are they will fail these. That's 1 failure at an 8.
Yeah.
That's a 2nd at a 12. What's the DC?
15.
Pretty sure. Yeah, they all fail.
They are paralyzed for a minute.
Nice. So
I
all
know.
those 3 are paralyzed.
And I will use my bonus action as I see Adok go down to give him 2d6 healing from my aura,
Ah, nice. But definitely within range.
which would be 6.
Well done. 6 healing damage to Adok. Yes, your eyes flutter open. Is that you, Zadriel?
And that is me.
Next up is that vampire spawn, which can't do anything, is paralyzed. Does it get to save at the end of its turn? Or is it just paralyzed for
It
the
just
full
says
minute?
paralyzed for a minute.
And it stays paralyzed, no save. That one's paralyzed. Skathis, it's your turn. So the one in front of you is paralyzed, which will give you advantage on your attack.
Yay! Using spear, of course.
Adok with the healing pot as well in the chat. You can use it now.
25 to hit.
It hits. So 2d4 plus 2, Adok.
6 damage plus another 3.
So 9 total. Second attack.
Second attack.
Skathis lunges forward with a
20
spear.
20 to hit.
It hits.
9 damage.
And the extra
8.
17 total. It's not looking healthy at all. In
No,
fact, it will die because it is in the sunlight. As you thrust forward with your spear, you reach out in the last strike right into the throat, and as you do so, the radiant energy from the sun, the holy symbol around Zadriel's neck, just ignites the creature in flame.
As a bonus action, will I be able to pull the rope out and tie it to the spear?
It will cost you a whole action to do that.
Alright, then I'll wait.
Bonus action, you can pull the rope out, but it'll cost you an
Yeah,
action
I'll
to
do
tie
that.
it on.
Nah.
It is now
Good
Strahd's turn. He chuckles at your comment, Zadriel. You really think I have friends? And sort of shrugs. With that, he will do. He is going to cast In the area of effect, everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw, except for Karnos.
I just made one for my damage from before to make sure I didn't drop
Okay,
my concentration on shield, but I was fine.
Actually, no,
Okay,
Karnos, you will have
that's-
to make a con save, but it'll be at advantage. Sorry.
And do I auto fail because I'm prone?
It's a
dex?
con save. Only dex save you would auto fail.
I don't get to get this, have my +5.
So you get +5 because you're close to Zadriel. So Fibble with a natural 20.
24 for me, that's with a +5 from the drill.
Okay.
29 with Zadriel.
So any as long as you're over 19, you will not take full damage from this.
So Karnos was under that with his advantage.
With advantage, you're under 19.
But I'm going to use an inspiration to add to that.
Okie dokie. And yeah, well, you did say at all
That
costs.
puts me well over it.
Yep. So yes, you're good. So you will take 16 points of necrotic damage. The area of effect is also now considered difficult terrain, as the hands, the darkened hands, are reaching up and snatching at your ankles and feet. So your movement speed is halved while you're inside this particular circle. It'll last for a little bit of time. Karnos, you will also get to make a wisdom save, as you've taken damage from an ally.
Oh, yes, I have two. Damn, I just wasted that inspiration. Well, I didn't waste it, I did what I was supposed to. Come on, baby. 9.
And unfortunately, you are still under the command of Lord Strahd.
It was a 19 and just rolled over.
It is...
Lord Strahd, why dost thou abandon me?
You hear on your head, a little bit of damage, never hurt anybody. And with that, he will stay where he is. Next up is this guy here.
Did
Who's
Strahd
gonna-
give any instruction for me as well?
He's about to. He's going to do it after this turn. He's going to do it as part of his legendary actions. So with that, I believe we are back at the top of the initiative order with that vampire spawn, but it can't move because it's paralyzed. But the instruction you get is kill Zadriel. She is a thorn in my side.
Alright.
Actually, Reviser. The holy symbol of Ravenkind he wants.
He wants the symbol?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wants you to retrieve the symbol.
Will do.
Pibble, it is your turn.
On my turn.
Yep, all on your turn.
Alright.
So the creature in front of you have advantage on. Actually, both of them you do, because they're both paralyzed.
Well, I'd be attacking the one that's directly in front of me
Yeah.
anyway.
So you'd have that at advantage.
26 to hit,
26 hits.
8 points of radiant damage.
8 points of radiant. It is still up as you jab your little dagger into its guts, but it's not looking good.
Timmy gets his 2 attacks on the same one.
No problem. Let's see what the damage is. Yeah, it's enough. With bones cracking, Timothy slams down on the creature's body and shoulders, crushing it under his large fists. Inspiration for Zadriel in the chat as
Yeah.
well. And that
And,
is...
and I would say, Karnos, I gave you a fucking chance. And cancel the
You cancel the
concentration.
haste? Okay, so you
Yeah.
drop concentration on haste. So Karnos, you're no longer hasted. This creature is going to move to there. That's its turn. Karnos is now your turn. Your instruction given. Strahd wants that holy symbol.
Okay, so now am I taking damage from this every turn as well?
No, it's just half movement.
It's just half.
It's just difficult
right.
terrain, so the
I don't know if
damage
you
has been
noticed it
done.
there. I don't know if you noticed it there too, but Yanti mentioned that those spawn do get a save too.
Yes, they do. I did forget about that. My bad.
For that paralysis of hers. So if you want to make the
Oh,
saves before I roll.
nah, I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Sweet. I roll over. I move out of Adok's positioning. If he's unconscious, he will get an attack of opportunity. If
He is conscious, even if he's prone, he still gets an attack of opportunity, although would be at disadvantage because you are prone.
Nothing happens.
Right.
Nothing happens?
Oh.
Of
Walk
course, yes.
I walk up to Zadriel and I say, Zadriel, Strahd wants what you have around your neck. Give it to me. And I reach for it.
So we'll make it, ooh, interesting. Dexterity versus dexterity, I would say.
Checks.
Just straight dex checks.
Sweet. Oh crap. 11.
Wait, that's wrong. That was a dex save. Dex check.
Dex check.
16.
Zadriel is quicker. As you go to reach for it, she leans back slightly, just slightly out of your reach.
Would that count as my action?
I would say yeah, because you are physically trying to reach for her. I would say it would almost constitute an attack, so that would be at least one of your attacks on your action.
Yep. Well, attacks per action is 2. Actions itself is only 1, so it's only one thing. And as my bonus action, I'm going to... I have nothing else. So I'm going to wait there in front of her and say, you'll regret this. Strahd wants that now. And that is all.
That is you, Adok. I believe you are unconscious, sir.
Set your roll.
Got it, thank you. Next up is Strahd's armor. Strahd seeing Adok down. Karnos, you've got an inspiration as well from the chat. Yeah, decisions.
All right, wisdom save at the end of my turn, so I will use that.
Yes, you do get a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
16 plus inspiration being D10. Come on, baby.
22. In an instant, Karnos, you snap out of whatever this was. The connection's severed. You know exactly what you've just done. Everything you remember. You knew what you were doing. You just had no control over it.
Okay.
But you are now out of it.
Shit! Forget that last instruction. I'm taking him out.
As you do that, you watch the large automaton, who will get advantage on us because you are prone. Misses with the first Adok. Hits with the second. You will lose one death save as it hits you while you're down. As you watch this autonomous armor just wailing down on a motionless Adok with his sword. Zadriel, it is now your turn.
DM,
Yes.
How big is the holy symbol of Ravenkind? Do you think? It doesn't say.
It's like it'd be similar to any kind of holy symbols. It's not massive.
It says it has a crystal, so
yes, it's probably like the size of about that. Maybe like a small baseball, just a little bit smaller than a baseball. And it's a reasonable size gem and a reasonable size. You could stick it inside your armor, but if you did that, the light would dissipate because it'd be hiding it. It has to be kind of be out for the light to emanate.
All right. That takes away what I was thinking of doing, but I will hit at this automaton.
No worries. Adok, you are stabilized.
For 23 to hit.
Let's see here. 23 does hit.
With 20 damage. And
20 damage, no worries.
Second
With your
attempt.
warhammer,
Yep, 22. I swing again at him
that hits.
for a 16 damage.
Massive dent in this armor now. Is that your turn?
Then I will spend my bonus action to heal Adok once more.
No worries.
And he will get.
Did you make a con save as well for your concentration when you took the damage from that? Yeah, so do that now. Just
Okay.
so it was only 6. It'd only be a DC 10.
17.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so he will get 8 healing.
That's right. I forgot about that too. So
Yeah, I keep forgetting. So that
no
is
worries.
me.
That is you, Skathis. You're up.
So with the hemp rope, I use my action to tie it around the spear.
No worries.
Move
Remember, half movement while you're there.
back 1.
So that's
And
that's
that's
your
it.
turn. No worries.
Yep.
It is now Strahd's turn once again. As he looks over you all and decides, had enough of this. And pretty much right on top of what he's already cast. Need everyone to make another Constitution saving throw.
Forget your aura, guys.
So you guys do get a 10 from Zadriel's aura. A +5, sorry, from Zadriel's aura. Looking for
Sweet.
19s.
That makes me 26. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
I'm going to use an inspiration.
Oh, it's worse. No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
The
Still not good.
13, still not good.
15, so 20 for me. Just
Okay,
make it.
so who was under 19? I think Zadriel was just... Everyone else was over 19? Adok, you were over 19 as well?
I mean, I'm kind of unconscious. I'm
You were
stabilized,
given
but
a heal.
unconscious.
You were given a heal. You had 8
I
hit
gave you
points.
Heal.
Oh,
Heal
okay.
8.
So you're at 8 hit points, so you'll need to make that con
Oh.
save.
Oh, okay. Too easy. All right, no worries. Oh my god.
Natural 1. Do you have an inspiration or an advantage?
I had a D10. It's not going to do much. But
Yeah, D10 1. Even at 10, it won't get you there, so I wouldn't waste
yeah,
it.
no.
So you'll take full damage. Everyone under 19 will take full damage. Everyone over 19 will take half damage. So 16 to those that took half damage, and 32 necrotic to those that were under 19. I believe you're resistant to necrotic damage as well, Zadriel, so yours will be 16 anyway. Another advantage for Adok in the chat, who I believe is unconscious once again. So it's just a difficult terrain. That one doesn't remain. As a bonus action, what is he going to do here?
Necrotic, that's not a disease, is it?
No, it's not a disease.
Okay, cool. No, it's not poison either.
No.
Cool, just checking, just checking.
Good to do. What we got here? Okay, you watch. Actually, no, it's not going to do that just yet. It is now this vampire spawn's turn, and why is that targeting now? I don't want it to target. It moves. I know why, because I got it set on target. It moves into the light and up to you, Karnos. And it'll make two
does it
attacks
suffer the
at you.
difficult terrain?
It does not seem to.
Ooh, that jerk. 2 attacks away.
First one is a miss. These are 2 claw attacks. Second one is a miss with a 14. So it definitely missed and missed.
Ting.
And it's like, oh crap, it didn't do anything. But it will take some damage for being in the sunlight. Next up, we back at the top, we are. That vampire spawn there will make its wisdom save at the end of its turn. 19, so that I believe is enough to get it out. So it's no longer paralyzed, but that is the end of its turn. So Fibble, it is back to you, sir.
There's a thingo underneath Timmy?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Right,
Well, I'm
well,
gonna
standing next to him, basically. I'll move it out so you can see it.
Yeah, alright. I'm going to attack the armor and Timmy will attack the other one.
No problem. So you're going to take a shot at the armor.
Yes. With Charlotte.
With Charlotte.
20
Ooh, that'll hit.
23 to hit.
That'll definitely hit. Nice
And
shot.
it takes 6 points of piercing damage. Really? Come on.
Unfortunately, not as much as you would think. Being armor, piercing damage doesn't really work too well with this particular style of armor. It ricochets loudly off the armor and echoes through the valley.
And the
Timmy!
now, is that vampire currently paralyzed or not?
No, it saved it from its paralytic, so it's just a straight roll.
Okay.
So 10 points of damage
10
there.
points. And another little attack.
Ooh, that one will miss.
And that's it.
That is it for Fibblestab. This one here is going to move up towards Fibblestab. Karnos, it's now your turn with Adok on board.
Carlos goes to his belt for his last potion that he has on his belt, and he drinks it. It's still a bonus action for potions off
Yes,
the belt.
it
right?
is indeed.
It is a potion of speed.
No worries.
How do I delete that? Oh, there. Potion is now drunken as I take this yellow grainy potion as a bonus action, giving me the same effect that I had been given earlier by Fiddleston because it was awesome.
No
Now I have an
worries.
extra 2 armor class and some speedy, so I get, oh, look at that, I get some attack actions. I'm going to first attack the spawn here.
Yep. No
With the
worries.
Sun Sword as I switch weapons again. Turn around, Carlos, come on. Right, and I say, now I'm in control of my faculties, you're in trouble, sunshine. And I make attack across its chest. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Doing, oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. Never 10 plus another d8. Radiant. 18.
18 radiant damage. It's definitely looking bloodied.
And then, as my second actions, because of haste, I am going to hit it with a 14 to hit.
That will miss. It dodges just to one side. The blow misses. But in your hasted state, you continue your barrage.
That's right. I'm going to give it 2 more because of haste. So, that's way better. 27 to hit.
It hits.
And I'm striking low through the hips, you dirty bugger. I'm going to trip you up. So it needs to make a strength save, plus taking 10 and taking 14 damage, making a strength save.
Damage and a strength save. Not at advantage. It fails with a 5.
All right, so it goes prone. It also takes another d8 damage because of the feature. So another 2 damage on top of that.
The 2 damage is now prone.
And it is now prone. So anyone who attacks it will have advantage on it. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all my attacks. And I'll say, have at thee, vile being. And that is it for Karnos this round.
Is it Vikanos? Adok, I believe you are stable but unconscious. So that is pretty much your turn. It is now the armor's turn. Still up. Still under instruction by Strahd, however. Rains down his attacks. Still on Adok. With intent. Natural 1 on the first attack. Damn. You're getting so lucky, son. 15 on the second attack. Does that hit?
That is my armor class.
That will hit. That will send you back into full unconsciousness, making death saves again. You will not lose a death save, however. I will not do that to you. But you were stable. You're no longer stable. That is its turn. Zadriel, it is your turn. You just see this thing just wailing on Adok. Adok is not looking good. He's got chunks of flesh missing. If this thing keeps going, he's probably going to sever an arm or maybe even sever him in half. He's just wailing on Adok's body.
I'm going to take out the hammer and swing at him for 18.
Better swing. That will miss.
Ooh,
Strikes with an arm and blocks your attack.
Can I add a d10?
You can add a d10. That's what it's for.
Okay. That'll be added an 8 to that.
That will hit.
Yeah. And that is 17 damage as I reel back again, swing the other way. Hopefully for 23.
That'll hit.
For 14 bludgeoning.
14 bludgeoning, and you can see it's bits of it are starting to hang now, but it's still standing.
I'm like, come
It's
on,
close.
Adok,
It's getting
and
so
I'm
close.
gonna use my bonus action, like, get up! Shit, for 8. Healing.
So
Good.
another 8. So you are back to consciousness with 8 HP once again, Adok.
That is me.
That is you. Strahd is going to use a legendary action. And he is going to... do something that will hurt him, but he needs to do it. And he virtually appears right behind you, Zadriel. You feel him there without even knowing that he's there. You know he's there. That is that turn from him. Skathis, it is now your turn, and you would see Strahd appear behind Zadriel.
So I was going to do something, but that's now changed. I'm moving up 1. And I'm using Water Whip with the full force of it. So all 6 key points at Strahd.
Is it a ranged thing? 'Cause
Yes.
It'll give him advantage on the saves if it's ranged.
Up to 30 feet. It doesn't give a... It says 30-foot range.
Yeah, so it's a ranged thing. So at melee range, he'll get advantage on the save because of how close he is.
Okay.
That's
cool.
that's generally how ranged things work. If it's got a range on it, you can't do it within melee range because you're attempting to pull him to you ultimately with Water Whip, yes.
Yeah.
And he's already there, so he'll get advantage on the save, but you can still do it for him to take the damage.
Well, in that case, can I do Unbroken Air?
You can.
Pushes him away.
You can, and that because that's melee, so that's fine.
All right. So full force of Unfo.
What's the save on that?
It is the same strength.
Still
DC,
strength?
13.
Yeah, chances are he'll definitely save this unless he rolls super low, which he saved.
All right. So the first lot.
So he'll take half damage, I believe.
That's 12 plus an extra 1, 2, 3, 4. An extra 18, so 30. So half of 30.
15. So he takes what type of damage is it?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning damage. As you build up your key energy and surge forward almost in a double punch, the energy surges forward and strikes him in the chest. Doesn't even seem phased by it at all. Even though you can now see that the sunlight from the holy symbol of Ravenkind is starting to, you can see the skin starting to blister on his face. Even that doesn't seem to phase him at this point. Is that your turn, Skathis?
So I got 2 attacks per action.
You do? I believe, unless... yes, you do, sorry. Unless that takes up your whole action. Just read over Fist of Unbroken Air.
As an action.
Yes, that's your whole action.
Okay, cool. Done.
No worries. It is now Strahd's turn. Strahd is going to attempt to remove the symbol of Ravenkind from your neck, Zadriel, as he reaches forward and goes to try and snatch it from you. It'll be a Dex versus Dex as it was before.
Can I add a D10?
You can.
What do I get?
I'm going to use one of the DM advantages I have. So what did you get there? You got a 24. Strahd got a 24 also. So you both grab for it. You both have hold. He has hold of the strap. You have hold of the symbol. You hear him sort of breathing. If he was to breathe, you would hear him breathing down your neck. He sort of just leans forward and says, "Does not belong to you." And now to be a strength versus strength as he tries to rip it from your hand.
Doesn't belong to you either. Oh shit! I want to reroll. How many do I have left? One more. Wait. Okay. Okay.
Zadriel, did you have advantages on save for an hour at the end of the last game that you didn't
That
use?
was Fibble.
Was that Fibble?
That was Fibble.
I
Just
have
making sure.
bless.
I knew someone had
Bless,
something.
No, I don't
Bless
have
dropped.
bless
Bless
anymore.
dropped a
Sorry,
while
it's been
ago.
dropped for ages.
So
I did my
Sorry.
reroll. I got a 21.
So it's 22 versus 21.
I yelled help for
I
my
can
help.
remember.
As Strahd snatches the symbol from your neck, you can see the skin blistering on his hand as it does so. But as it leaves your neck and enters into his hand, the sunlight drops. But you can still see physically he is taking damage from this thing as he's holding it. It is, I mean, you can see he's wincing in pain, but he doesn't seem to be too concerned. This also dissipates after this at the end of that round. Delete, you dick. There we go. He now holds it in his hands. That is the end of his turn. This creature here makes its attacks at you, Karnos, once again.
Is it going to stand?
It's prone, that's right. Yes, it will stand. So half its movement to stand. Not that it really needs to worry about movement. Claw attack, firstly. 21 to hit.
That misses because I have haste. I have 23.
No
Shield.
worries. Bite attack will also miss.
Come on, bog demon.
It's at this point we are back to the top of the initiative with this guy. Pulls away from Timmy, moving towards Strahd. Timmy will get a attack of opportunity.
I know it's probably already been done, but isn't it meant to be paralyzed? Or is that
It dropped a while ago. So Zadriel has a D10 times 3. Well, actually, 2 inspirations and an advantage from the chat just now. So a 10 will miss. So the opportunity attack misses. It will. That's pretty much where it's going. It is, and then 5, 10, 15, and then it's going to move away in that direction. You can all roll perception. Actually, those that are close can roll perception to see if they notice what went on. So, Fibble, you probably wouldn't see it from where you are. But those that are in close proximity, you can roll perception to see if you notice exactly what just transpired. You're looking at DC 16 at least. So Skathis, you notice that Strahd handed the vampire spawn something. You're not entirely sure what, but you saw him hand something to it, and you saw the vampire spawn start to take off. That is its turn. Kanos, is now your turn. You, however, did not see what transpired, and you currently engaged with a creature beside you there.
And I also see a creature to my right that has been wailing on poor Adok.
You do. You got two there.
I am going to wail on the first creature that's wailing on Adok with a sun sword. So as my first action, hey, get up here, actions. Well, of course, I'm going to hit him with the sun sword.
Of course.
And I'm going to strike. I'm going to do my low sweep under the legs. 27 to hit.
That hits.
He needs to make a strength check, as well as take some damage. Is it undead as well?
It is not undead.
Okay, so it just takes normal.
Are you trying to force it prone?
Correct.
You will not be able to.
Okay, but I had to try. So
it is immune, so whether it fails or not, it will not fall prone.
Okay, sweet. It depends. If it fails, it takes extra damage, even though it doesn't fall prone if I hit. So just see if it fails or not.
We will make that roll strength check. Let's forget about that. Pretty good strength. Let's see. 21.
17. Yeah, so it's good. So it doesn't take anything extra.
So what was the damage? 8 radiant.
8 radiant damage, and my
still looking pretty shabby though. It's not holding together too well. That hits.
21 to hit. See, I couldn't get it prone. I'm just doing regular hits at it. 15 radiant damage.
That is enough to reduce this thing back to a pile of armor on the ground next to Adok.
And because I have haste on, I'm going to continuously attack the demon spawn next to me. Swinging the sun sword around and going for a large attack right across its waist. I'm going to try and chop it in half. 27 to hit.
That'll hit. This is undead.
Yeah,
so
plus the extra D8. Total of 16 radiant damage for that hit.
It's still there, but it is not looking good.
Reverse spin and go, yeah, and go for the head chop.
Go for a head chop.
Natural 20.
Don't even roll the damage. It is more than enough. Your natural 20 will definitely kill it. So describe your natural 20 kill on this vampire spawn as you spin.
I spin around and just and just the sun sword out dead straight. Just whoosh, the head spins, drops, and I like to think that it rolls from the way I spun.
Oh yeah,
right,
it definitely rolls.
Foot.
It definitely rolls, and
just at Strahd's foot. And then I would like to action surge under haste.
Okie dokie.
Been keeping this up my sleeve. Okay, so I'm taking another 2 strikes at Strahd. One would hope I can get another natural 20 would be nice. Come on, baby. Oh, not so good. 15 for the first.
That'll miss. Again, he's way too quick.
And 20 for the second.
That will hit.
So 2d8 because he's undead, plus 7 on this. And because it hit, I'm going to expend a superiority die and try and disarm him. He will also need to make a strength check. I know this is less likely, but
hey, you can still fail. $22.
Okay, so he just takes 15 radiant damage. But he passes the strength test.
He does take the damage. You see the wounds, like the burn wounds from the sunlight are starting to heal over, but the wounds that you've just inflicted are open. Like, he's definitely taken some damage now.
All right, and because that's the last two things I can do, that is it for Karnos. I don't think
Probably a bit of a waste there, Trash, because we're almost at the end of the session. But advantages on saves for the rest of the session. Karnos.
I also had that from Adok. He gave it to me like about 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got advantage on all saves from till the end of at the end of this session.
Campaign, did you say?
Not campaign. Well, this could be the end of the campaign. So that's it for you. Strahd is going to use a legendary action at this point, and he will instantly move away from you guys without provoking an opportunity attack, and just grin from ear to ear. And he looks at you, looks over at the vampire spawn over here, and he mutters something again in a language you're not quite entirely sure of. Maybe it's Old Barovian, and this creature disappears. And he bows politely to you all. I shall see you again soon. And he also vanishes, leaving you in the
shoots off
snow.
a fireball.
Leaving you in the snow, the top of the mountain,
With one enemy left.
with one enemy left. Where? Oh, up there. Yes, if you wish to pursue it, it's up to you. But Strahd and the second vampire spawn are gone. We will... Adok, it is your turn. We'll say initiative until this is resolved.
It's alright. Adok just makes this little automaton, his cannon, move over there as he crawls over to it, slams it, licking a trail of blood behind, slams it down, activates it, and then chugs his last chat-gifted health pot.
No worries. So do that. And I did say you'd probably stand up at the same point. Or not, up to you.
Yep. Oh, whoops.
That was to me, but it was a 6.
6. Okay,
So
6
plus
plus
2.
4, so it's 10.
Plus 2. Was that for your
Spy
shield?
intelligence,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So
Yeah.
10 temporary hit points.
To everyone within 15 feet of the cannon.
Zadriel, Skatus, and Karnos. And 7 heals to you. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Zadriel,
And yeah, I get up.
it is now your turn.
Zadriel can't move that far, so she'll just stand over here and do her heal to Adok one more time.
Yep.
Where is my 2d6 at? Come on. And he will get 7 healing. And since I can't... Yeah, no, that's it. That's all I'm going to do.
That's what you're going to do? No worries. Skatus, you're up.
So with the rope tied around the spear that I had, I'm throwing the spear at the vampire spawn.
No worries.
And yeah, I'm going to use a inspiration for that one. And absolutely do nothing.
What did
Except
you get?
focus. Roll a 3 for the inspiration,
Ooh,
so
yeah.
13.
It's 13 net out of miss. So you throw the spear. You can use a bonus action to retrieve it.
I'm doing that then.
No need for a dex check. You're dexterous enough to retrieve it, but it'll cost you the bonus action. So you use the bonus action to reel the spear back to you. Was that both your attacks? You do have a second attack.
All right,
So you can
second
reel it
attack.
back and throw it again.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You just won't be able to pull it back till your next
19.
turn. 19, that'll hit.
And because I'm throwing it, 8 plus 7.
So
Damage.
8 plus 7 damage, 14. No problem.
And has disadvantage on saving throws against turn undead.
No problem. We're back to the top with Fibble. Actually, no, with that vampire. Actually, he's at the top of that. No, he's not. It is Fibble.
Alright, since I'm seeing Scathers throw his spear at something that I don't see,
That's right, 'cause it's around the corner. Yeah, so you move out, you would see it.
I'm going to move out to there, go, oh, there it is. Target it, and launch a firebolt at it.
Firebolt.
So that's a 25 to hit,
Definitely hits.
and it takes 6 points of fire damage. Then Timmy, who can see it,
We'll bludgeon it to death, hopefully.
possibly.
Natural 20. Look at that. 30, well, 26 total on the first. I think he might just do that. Doesn't have a whole lot of health left. 17 or hit?
17 to hit.
12. Not quite enough. Not quite. But all of you can hear the audible cracking of bones as Timmy just slams into this thing. But it is still standing, kinda. Broken, but standing.
And that is it.
It is now its turn. It's going to start to retreat also. But because it's almost broken, it's only going to move half its movement speed. Carnos, it is your turn.
Will I need to do a strength check?
No, it's not moved full foot. How far away from you is it? Has it moved out of the range of your rope? No. So it's still got slack on the rope.
Alright.
Does Timmy get an attack of opportunity?
It will. Yes, Timmy will. As it moves away. That'll kill it. So as it turns and staggers away, Timmy just goes splat with a big hand and just crushes it. If he could speak, it'd be something like die, scum-sucking vampire spawn. And that will bring our initiative to a close, I believe. So, standing out in the snow, you do hear the howls of wolves in the distance. It is cold. You do still have your woolen cloaks and stuff that you did bring with you, but it is bitterly cold at the top of this mountain, more so now that you're out in the snow. You know that you've got a bit of a hike down the mountain to the guard tower where you spent an evening. So at the moment it's your choice. You know you're getting close to evening already. Do you spend another night in the temple? Do you try and camp out here on the mountaintop? Or do you press on into the night and try and make it to the tower below? Choice is yours. But we'll make that choice next session, as we'll end our session right there, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, team. I did not honestly expect you to survive that at all.
Neither did we.
But again, I was making some rolls in the background to see what Strahd would do in this particular instance, and his sole purpose at this point was to deprive you of the symbol of Ravenkind, which he succeeded in.
And I do remember a promise that the DM made. We survived the Ember Temple.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
Which
We
will
get a level up.
mean you guys will be level 11 at the start of next session. So make your level up between now and then. Roll your new HP. Anything you're going to add your spells if you get any spells, anything, all that sort of stuff. Do the cool things and stuff. I will look over your sheets during the week. Again, any questions about any level up stuff, DM me, hit me up. More than happy to help out or clarify anything. Chat, you guys were absolutely instrumental in their survival. I will tell you that right now. If it wasn't for the Spear of the Dyings, Adok would be dead. If it wasn't for the healing and the advantages and the inspirations, this fight could have turned out way, way different. So, chat, your interaction was absolutely paramount in this. So I thank you to help tell more of the story, because I was kind of concerned this would be the end of our story tonight. But you guys, and obviously the way you guys played, have allowed you to gain a level and move on in the story, potentially being able to revive Emilia at some point. So this story continues. Lies all like, come on, guys. I'm here to tell a story. I don't want to. I mean, I want Strahd to win, but I don't want Strahd to win at the same time. But with that, we will now jump around our players and get some moments from tonight's session, which was in its entirety a battle. I think it's the first time we've done a full battle session for a while, so well done to you guys for surviving the entire session and making it to the end. Obviously, again, thank you to the chat for your aid in that. We will start with Karnos, because I know you've got an early start.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me too much these days, but hey. So, like you said, it was mostly a battle, but there were some good moments amongst there. I have to tip my hat to Zadriel's great use of the Sun Medallion. That
100%.
probably, that was taking, like, it was allowing those vampires to take damage whilst we were fighting, really means we could focus on some of the other things, like that bit of armor that I was fighting on. If it wasn't for the fact that Karnos was commanded, I would have been trying to take that down. But unfortunately, while you guys were focusing on other things, that Sun Medallion paid for itself all on its own. And then Fibble's little jib. Fibble, wake up, Karnos, if you want to win. just cracked me up. I think that's what he said. It's what it sounded like.
Something like that.
As soon as I got commanded, I was like, damn it, I can't. And I just was having such bad rolls with it, even with my added plus 10. So, no, good game, everyone.
GG. Skatus, you survived.
I did. Yeah, Strahd the chicken shit, as far as I'm concerned. Run away like that. But no, I have to go with something that happened in chat earlier on between Magic, Grim, and Mina.
I missed that. I've been focusing on the games. I missed most of the chat.
Yeah, Grim complaining that Magic was stopped doing what I was doing, and Magic did something, and then
Oh, is this
Grim's
to do
gone,
with the advantages and things?
Yes. And Grim's gone, I'm telling on you. And yeah, just all that.
Oh, jeez.
And that's it.
Well done. Magic says, yeah, the Fibblesib thing, I gave you a chance, and removes haste from Fibble, the Karnos. That was pretty good too. Adok de Grey. Actually, before we do that, Adok, I just want to, because I missed it, and I know that someone in the chat would have said thank you, and no doubt the mods did too. Reaper Broad jumping in and dropping 5 gifted subs as well. Cheers, Reaper, if you're still there, buddy. Appreciate it very, very much, as always. Good to see you back in the chat, my friend. If you're not, we'll catch up with you at some point. Adok.
I thoroughly enjoyed the use of Timmy and my head imagining this huge automaton squishing vampires and breaking their bones over and over again. I've got like a friendly Iron Giant vibe going on. So,
kind
but I
of.
also, Zadriel's aura of healing, oh my god, what a lifesaver.
100%.
And, I gotta give props to the chat. Thank you. You've kept me alive. Otherwise, I wouldn't be coming back next week. So, thanks, guys. Thank you. And Strahd was cool. The encounter with Strahd was cool. That spell that he did, the Blight, oh my god. Oh,
like I said,
cool.
I have created a couple of spells for him and added a few spells that he didn't have in the module. Like in the module, he was super underpowered as far as I'm concerned, so I just gave him a little bit of a boost. Yeah. He did take damage. I won't tell you how much damage, but he definitely took damage in that fight. Fibblestep.
Yeah, it would have been nice if, Adok could have remained standing for a little bit longer than 5 seconds. And thank you, chat, for trying to get him up.
How many times did you become unconscious, by the way? Just for out of 5 or 6? Okay, I got some rolling to do on the curses table next week.
There's going to be some dark gifts.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you 6. I'll halve it and give you a couple or 3. So I'll make some rolls during the week and I'll DM you.
Also, Karnos like going, oh, I like this speed thing, and then sculls down the potion. And then going, yeah, if you get turned again, I'm gonna start shooting at you. I don't give a fuck.
Yes,
Wisdom's not my strong point, sorry.
Yeah, it's not mine either. But yeah.
well done, guys. Well done. Zedriel.
I was going to say the yo-yoing of roasted chicken there, but I'm going to say Carnos following through with Mads following through with what he thinks Carnos would do, with being charmed and stuff, and
Yeah, you did
and
really well
trying
with
to
that.
keep in character with what he thinks he would do is very good. So kudos to
Yeah,
that.
no, well done. Anything else,
Hello,
Zedriel?
everybody.
That's it for you.
That's it for me.
That's it for you. So, again, chat, you guys are awesome. Again, like I said, you guys definitely changed the outcome of that battle quite dramatically. So that's what the channel points are there for. I know there was a lot of points spent tonight. There was a lot of Spear of the Dying given out there, mainly for Adok, or all for Adok. The healing potions as well. There was a bunch of those thrown out there. So you guys, for the record, I started with 50k, now I have 5. There you go. So you're gonna have to, hopefully these guys don't get into too much trouble the next few sessions. We'll have to build those channel points back up for maybe the next encounter, because there will be one. They will definitely catch up with Strahd again at some point. We should probably think about raiding, I guess.
Arizon.
Arizon, we'll raid Era, definitely, 100%. Let's shut this down. I'll shut down the Foundry so everything will work better.
Or is he on?
Is
Wait
he
a
on?
minute.
I'll double
I
check.
don't know. I got a alert a couple of minutes ago.
We'll double check. We'll have a look
Yeah,
here.
it's saying he is. Oh, hang on, that's undercover. No, I don't see any error.
I'll turn that off. Oh look, there we go. We got a follow from Surfing Dwarf. Thank you very much. Welcome to Evil's Lair. We're just finishing up for the evening. However, we just finished our Curse of Strahd session. No one died, which is good. Nutty's making a hurrah of noise back there. No, he's not on. Michael's Nearbox is on. Armin's on. We've got Lost Archives doing their D&D thing. They normally start just after us. OBS was a butt. Yeah, did it have an update today? I didn't get an update notice when I launched mine. I might have done it in the background. But I think, what's Armin up to? We might raid him. We normally raid Lost Archives. We might choose someone different. But if Era was streaming, we definitely would have raided him. Bloody ads. Ads, why ads? He's doing some mini painting. We're gonna raid Armin. He's doing some mini painting tonight. So we'll raid him. Looks like he is painting a hunter of some description. We chuck that in there. We're going to say goodnight, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with Pew Pew Thursday. We'll either be doing PUBG or Super People, more likely PUBG. It's free to play. If you want to come and hang out, please do. If not, you can come and watch me blitz along in solo games. Friday, Yanti's channel, D&D. Again, more D&D. Lots of D&D around here. Definitely go check her out. I think we got a shout out for her before. Can we get another shout out, please, Drax, for Miss Yanti? Sleeping Dragon's Wake, I believe they're up to. Over there on their channel, continuation. And then we'll be back here Sunday for session 2 of Paradigm 2 Shadows Embrace. So definitely come back for that on Sunday. And we will see you guys then. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.